Now listen, how are civilian space agencies funded? Because a lot of y'all are thinking, duh, it's funded by civilians. And you're wrong. You're freaking wrong. That's a lie. Most civilian space agencies are still funded by tax dollars.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah! Watch this, y'all. Each year, federal agencies receive funding from Congress known as budgetary resources. In 2024, the NASA had $34 billion in 1 year. 1 year. $34 billion distributed among its 0 sub-components. Agencies spend available budgetary resources by making financial promises called obligations. I know you don't understand this. That's why I'm gonna break it all down for you. Don't worry. Let's keep reading. NASA's budget is set by an annual process that begins with a proposal from the White House and ends with legislation passed by Congress and signed by the President. The budget specifies funding amounts for programs and projects in human spaceflight, space science, aeronautics. Stop right there. This gonna answer a lot of questions. Why would they lie? People, I would lie like a mother. If I can make this kind of money and space didn't exist, I would lie like it did exist, nigga. And we would do some experiments, nigga. We gonna make up some shit, and that's what they doing. Space is fake. This whole budget right here is a cash cow and a rip-off to the people. It's a scam. $34 billion a year on a scam called studying space. And how do civilian space agencies get this money? If a civilian space agency make one of these proposals in the form of some kind of technology or some kind of gadget or something that can aid in space flight, then they will get a check cut out of this budget. It's $34 billion a year. And so it's money involved for creating a space agency. And you thinking that these people using their own money, that's a lie. They're using their own money to patent their own technology. And then when they patent their technology, they propose it and present it to NASA, and they say, look, I got a device that can help us get to the moon. Now everybody know we can't go to the moon, they know space is fake. But if you in on the lie, they'll cut you some of the money too, to keep everybody shut the fuck up and paid off. So what'll happen is a civilian space agency will invest their own money in some sort of rocket, right? And if they perfect that rocket, they'll take the patent to NASA in a form of a proposal. And they'll say, look, I made a rocket that y'all can use to help NASA do this or do that. And then NASA will cut them a big ass check and say, you know what? This rocket right here is dope as hell. And we want to buy this patent. That's civilian space agencies. That's how it works. Their own money is only going into them investing in whatever they're using to help the space program. If it's a benefit to the program, then they can get a big check cut. You see what I'm saying? But everybody in on it, and it's just free money because space don't even exist. So it's a big money laundering and a lot of money being passed around to my friends and buddies.